Westjet is now planning to wind down Sunwing Airlines. Westjet will be integrating the low-cost carrier into its main business within 2 years. It's all part of the plan to streamline operations. Now, in an internal memo obtained by the Canadian press, Sunwing's president says the change will unlock growth opportunities for the company and its employees. For more on this, we're joined live by David Soberman with the Rotman School of Management at the University of Toronto. Good afternoon, David. This is big news, especially considering the announcement about Swoop a little earlier this month. So tell us more about why Westjet would make a move like this.
Well, one of the main drivers of a decision like this is the effort of the airline to unlock efficiencies and reduce costs. And that's obviously something which is driving Westjet's strategy right here. I think the airlines are feeling strong, and consolidation is definitely a way that the airlines can implement to increase their profits.
Well, I'm hearing about reducing costs, increasing profits. What does that mean for consumers? Are we still going to see some low-cost options from Westjet, or do you think that prices are going to be right back up to what we're used to seeing?
Well, I think, first of all, there's inflationary pressure that is affecting airlines right now. A lot of that pressure is coming from employees and staff to increase their salary because, just like everyone else, they are dealing with the higher cost of living that we have right now in Canada. So I think even in a situation of no change, we'd be seeing higher prices for our travel. But consolidation obviously is something which reduces the level of competition for consumers, and so we may see prices that rise even more quickly than inflation. I think there's obviously going to be choices, people that are willing to buy their vacations in a package or are willing to book well in advance will obviously get better deals than people who need to go to a specific place at the last minute. But I think overall, the cost of air travel is going to go up.
Which certainly isn't good news for consumers, but I'm wondering if we can expect to see other airlines following suit.
Well, I think we have to remember that Westjet obviously has a major competitor, which is Air Canada, and these are obviously factors that affect both airlines. Both airlines don't want to lose business, and obviously now Westjet has more capacity by virtue of it having acquired other airlines. But as I said before, when you're trying to sort of assess the long-term effect, consolidation typically means that consumers pay higher prices because there's less competition for the actual traveler, him or herself.
Right, and you touched on it very lightly, but let's circle back to the employees, David. If they are fighting, they already have different union groups with different financial promises. Can we see potentially another strike in the future?
Listen, I think that anytime a contract comes up for negotiation, there's going to be a lot of pressure from the union and from people that belong to the union for a better deal. And I think what we've seen is when you go into the grocery stores, when you take a look at the rents in major cities in Canada, these employees have a valid reason for wanting to have higher salaries. They want to try to keep ahead of the curve when it comes to their cost of living. So on the one hand, we might expect to see more demands from the unions, but at the same time, consolidation may actually unlock some added what I would call profit, or at least contribution for the airline, so they may be in a better position to accommodate what their employees want. And that might in fact mean that even though there's a threat of a strike, we might actually not see strikes given the fact that the airlines are putting themselves in a better position through consolidation.
All right, we'll just have to see how this shakes out in the months ahead. David Soberman with the Rotman School of Management at U of T. Thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you. It was my pleasure.